Hi, I'm Mark Darren, a seasoned designer on Tales of Monkey Island. Welcome to the commentary track. This is episode 1.
I'm Dave Bogan, director of art.
Mike Stemley, one of many co-directors on episode 1.
I'm Jake Rudkin. I did some design and some UI and stuff on this episode.
I'm Eric Parsons, cinematic artist.
Daniel Herrera, cinematic artist.
I'm Sean Vanneman. I am a designer here, and I like this game. I maybe contributed one or two thoughts somewhere. Remember when this was during the day?
Yeah, this whole opening scene was originally during the bright, sunny day with no storms or rain or bobbing boats or any of the cool stuff.
We should clarify, though.
5 significant revisions.
This scene was originally on paper on a dark and stormy night with the ships crashing all over the place. Then when we built it the first time, all of that was cut out.
And made it...
And then we put it back.
That's right, yeah. The director's notes probably does actually say dark, stormy night, blah, 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 and all the cool stuff we wanted to have. And then we cut it out and put it back in. And basically this is the end of a theoretical, never-existing Monkey Island 5. At least that's the mistake we made of saying once in public, and then everybody actually thought we were serious and that this whole season should be called Monkey Island 6. Yeah. It's not.
We had that as a joke for a while. Like, we were talking about calling this first episode 601 internally and all this stuff. In hindsight, it's good that we did not do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
That might have been confusing.
Now, we wanted to open up right in the middle of a battle. I think it was the best way to get across who the characters are, quickly, what their relationships are, without doing a lot of backstory. And I think it worked out really well, actually.
Yeah, it's about a guy, a gal, and a creepy undead pirate that's always messing things up for them. LeChuck, in this form, is really hideously diseased and poxed. Originally, we were thinking he might be some kind of walrus demon, and we went through several sketches of that, and then we said, wow, that's really too weird even for us.
To be fair, he wasn't actually a walrus. We were trying to combine all of his past incarnations into one, and on top of that, give him some big tusks.
Those tusks were badass.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan. The Walrus LeChuck is called back, though, in 5. Is that right?
That is true, yes.
Guybrush lists off his forms, and the Walrus is continuity now.
I think it's important to note that the Cursed Cutlass of Cthulhu has like all of the MacGuffins from the previous Monkey Island games crammed together. There's a voodoo doll, the cursed ring, the root beer bottle, and one or two other things that I can't.
It's a piece of the ultimate insult.
Oh, a piece of the ultimate insult.
Yes.
Boy, you'd think I'd remember that.
We should talk about Earl Bowen maybe for a sec.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earl Bone.
Earl Bowen's here.
Yeah,
Earl
the
Bowen's
voice of
in it.
LeChuck.
Original voice of
He's not in the
LeChuck.
room right now.
No,
Yeah.
he's in Hawaii. He's retired.
Yeah.
And
We
yeah.
dragged him back.
And not to front on our original voice actor, but it was awesome to be able to get Earl back.
Yeah, the guy that we had was cool, and he did the job. But it's when we heard that we could get Earl back to play LeChuck, I was like, well, let's just get him to record episode 1 too when he's back.
Who pounded the pavement on that, or did that just kind of come about? Do you know?
It was actually Matt
Matt
Hansen, one of our producers.
Yeah.
Way to go, Matt.
He went for it.
If you're a fan of Earl Bowen, email Matt.
Because he'll make him show up at your house for all your Earl Bowen needs.
Ooh,
He'll do bar mitzvahs.
Floaty Tales of Monkey
Hey,
Island.
the memorable Marshall.
Marshall!
Hey! We're trying to get punched in the face.
Guybrush is going to do something. He punches him in the nose.
So this was...
And he says, I'm going to get you for that. And he's never seen again. Goodbye.
This was our sort of first stab at Make a Pirate, which we thought would convince everyone that they're different pirates.
Yeah.
I don't know if we totally thought that.
Here's the first of our short and dumpy pirates, Davy Nipperkin.
I think this was, we realized pretty quickly that that instinct was very wrong.
And now, the second of our short and dumpy pirates, Joaquin D'Oro.
And totally not Rock Rib.
Oh, you have Rock Rib as Doro just scaled up like 3x or something to have a huge face.
He actually kind of looked like Shrek. I think we turned him green at one point.
So yeah, this is the first Monkey Island, and we did some telltale innovations. One was characters look at each other.
Oh, you mean we actually had controllable eye movement that the cinematic could use.
And then the breakout character of 2009. Reginald Winslow,
Yeah,
Who's-
Reginald Van Winslow.
whose name is actually a combination of the guy who plays what's his name in
The
Die
cop
Hard.
from Die
The
Hard?
cop from Die Hard, Reginald Van Vliet or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the Winslow family.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
And
I
people
love
in the forums
Winslow.
mocked up a bunch of stuff with
That
that
guy
character.
playing
Yeah.
Winslow.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had no idea he was going to prove this popular in the first episode.
So something else prevailing here was windy hair and pieces of paper flying around. What else? Oh, particles.
Look at that hand.
Oh yeah,
First
they.
stab at particles.
Look at that hand.
Yeah, Guybrush is poxed hand all through the episode. Darn spiffy.
Particles.
Winslow cranks that crank the wrong way. It's always bothered me because that's what makes the puzzle make sense. Is that he cranks it backwards but he doesn't do it there. But then he explodes.
White,
So-
the first
Yeah.
white flash, first of many white
Kids love
flashes.
that.
Hindsight.
Yeah, kids love that puzzle.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were saying that this weekend. We were talking about that puzzle.
Yeah, just
And-
everyone I know who plays through this game with their son.
Loves that.
Basically, I've been told from multiple people that they have to play this part over and over again.
And we had to fight like gibbons to keep this puzzle.
Gibbons are ferocious fighters.
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell that no one knew Winslow was going to be all sassy when in these. Oh well, there he said.
Winslow is definitely finding himself, though. Like,
Oh, I know, but just the
You know.
number of times that you see Winslow with an eyebrow raised and like a little sassy smile, and every episode after this one is high.
It's like, that's the one we'll use. Yes.
yeah.
What does it look like he's hiding something in everything he says?
Club 41.
Like any
Oh,
series.
yeah. We're talking about Club 41, Mike.
Club 41. That was the bar we knew we were going to get into in the fourth episode, but we knew we couldn't get into in the first episode due to size limitations, namely, and I'll say it now, the 40 meg limit on the Wii, so we named it Club 41 after the 41st meg we could not get on the Wii.
And I remember playtesting it in its original incarnation. And
Originally, there was a whole puzzle that took place in the dark in the bar, and then somewhere along the line we decided, wow, it'd be really weird to start the season with a puzzle in the dark in the bar and people thinking that their computers had died.
yeah.
So we chucked it and made it real easy.
We say in the dark, it was a completely black screen.
Yep.
There was nothing on the screen at all.
Yeah.
Except for
Didn't quite
rollover
work.
text.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little too early in the season to be doing interface jokes.
I also mucked up that bar fight about 3 or 4 times. So that was
The
awesome.
cutscene that
bar
replaced the puzzle
Yes.
also went through 3 reviews.
Ooh, combining objects to make
To make an object.
Dark Ninja Dave. Yeah.
Our new innovation in the world of adventure games,
Yes.
inventory combination.
We're pretty proud of that one.
Breaking
I think
the
it'll
ground.
catch on.
Yeah.
So we've got this new interface coming up where you click somewhere and the character walks to where you've clicked. We don't know if the world's ready for that though, so you won't be seeing that in Telltale Games for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we tried to bump up the acting on the characters, and one of the things that sort of is a side effect is the finger snaps.
Oh, man.
We always kept saying like, oh, we'll just take them out later, you know, we'll just leave them in and see, and they never came out. So by
Yay,
episode
one of my
4
favorite things ever.
Oh, the
Yay, Guybrush
yeah,
dance.
Guybrush dance, the best.
Another breakout success from the season, the Guybrush dance.
Yeah, that's worth googling as well.
Yes.
Another thing that may have gotten overused is the jungles. We built
Yeah.
a new system to kind of expand our environments by creating jungle tiles that we could make a lot of different ones out of it really quickly. And so we tried to use that a lot to make the most of our space, but we may have overused it a little bit.
I think
over
the
course
jungle
of the
system in
series.
general ended up a little more cramped than we had originally hoped. Sam & Max, the third season of Sam & Max has a sort of 2.0 version of this that's really cool for their city stuff.
So go buy it.
Go play Sam & Max.
Get it now.
Whatever it's
Get
called.
some.
The Devil's Playhouse.
Devil's Playhouse, thank you. You would never know I'm working on it. The Voodoo Lady. This is a great design. The Voodoo Lady's design with a skull on the face is one of my favorite things.
Is that Ryan Jones?
I
I
believe
believe
this.
it was actually Derek Sakai.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Design.
Yeah.
Bringing back an old Wily vet from
Yeah.
Monkey 3. I guess that's wily enough. It's not super wily.
Oh, the Pyrite Parrot. The Pyrite Parrot of Petaluma